Hello, hello. I'm just coming on really quickly because I want to do a 7 minutes of consciousness. And hopefully, I'm going through two places at once because I just changed the settings, I think. I'm addressing a question, if I can move all that stuff out of the way. I'm addressing a question that was asked in my Facebook group, Awakening Magical Women Choosing Conscious Relationships. That someone, it was Tamakazi, asked me this question, and I thought I want to address it in a way that is supporting many people. So I'm going to do a Facebook Live about it, which is what I'm doing now, right? And so I'm just going to tell you what she said. So she's put here, I often experience setbacks that are out of my control, right? And then she gives an example. And then she says, is there a short and snappy answer to keeping your mind open when you feel that life is throwing up barriers around you, right? So there's an easy version of this, and then there's the complicated, more advanced level of this. Everything is happening for us, not to us, right? Now, that's a belief system. So you can believe that things are happening to you and feel like you are powerless to life, right? Hey, Irene. And so you can feel powerless to the world around you and be reacting to life, right? And think that things are happening all the time and that you've got no control over it. And that's most of the world, right? Most of the world is in this space where they think that things are happening to them and they're in dire straits. Like, most people are depressed, anxious, all of the things, right? People are really in a bad space at the moment. If you can flip that and recognize that, one, you're a powerful being, that you have the ability to shift and transform things, and that everything's happening for you, not to you. So how do you shift and transform things? The first thing is you've got to be aware of your environment and what's going on. So when things are happening that look like they're external, they're actually a representation of your beliefs, your emotions, your thoughts, things that you think are, like limitations, all of those things that are then creating a vibration within your body that's holding a certain frequency. And that frequency, there is a law called the law of attraction. That frequency is then constantly bringing more of the same to you and showing you that this is what your reality is. This is your current reality. This is life. And this is the way life is for you, right? So if you believe that you're not good enough, for example, you then have that vibration in your system, and that vibration emanates out, and you will attract more of the same things over and over again that will then get your unconscious to go, see, I'm not good enough because this happened, this happened, this happened, right? And so it's a verification to your unconscious that you're unsafe and that you aren't good enough, or whatever your belief system is, right? I'm not perfect, I don't belong, blah, 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 blah. Mine personally used to be that I don't belong, and I watched it over and over again where things would happen where I would be completely separate from everything else in my environment. I even remember a time when I had someone do a palmistry reading on me, and he said, your life path is for you to start connecting, because your life path is to start belonging. And it triggered something because I had this thing that I don't belong. I get up from that reading, and a few of us were going over the road. We were at a festival. We were going over the road to get our tickets. And as we all walked, I think there was about 5 of us, this car came, and the way it happened, everyone naturally went one way and I had to go the other way. And I noticed it. It was like if it had been any other way, I would have been able to drag myself. But I can't remember how the car came, but there was this moment and I had to go one way and everybody else went the other way. And I just burst into tears because it was this complete confirmation even in that moment that I didn't belong even in the crowd to walk over the goddamn road. And so everything that you believe is reflected in your reality. So if you feel like life is happening to you, then you will be in constant reaction to life, and be in this place where bad things are happening to you. Now, this woman, her something happened with her husband or her partner, and now he hasn't got his license, and so through this experience is like, man, here's another hard challenge. This is another knock over the head from life, right? When you see that things are happening for you, then so there's a couple of things. You've got to change your belief, right? You believe that things are happening to you. Change your belief to everything is happening for me. So when something like this happens, first of all, you want to feel your feelings, right? Feelings are valid. They're here for a reason. They're giving you an indication of information that you can then access and observe and do something with, right? So feel your feelings. Then, and sometimes the feelings can be several layers, right? Because depending on what's going on for you, the different processes that happen, you can have several layers of this same feeling come up in different parts. So it can bring up grief, it can bring up anger, sadness, trauma from the past, all different things. If you allow it to come up, and often it's stuck in your body, so you want to use your breath to clear that energy out of your body. And then once you've found it, and there's this natural rhythm when you're expressing, you're feeling something, you will find there's a beginning of it. It culminates to a certain like crescendo, and then it comes to this gentle rhythm where it's starting to pause and come back in. You're coming back into yourself. When you get to that natural rhythm, you, in that pause, choose, okay, so this has happened. This is a new set point. What am I going to do from here? What am I choosing to feel, experience, believe instead, right? Now, in the situation with this beautiful woman, I would say, if I was in this situation, I would be having a talk with my partner and saying, why didn't we speak about this before? Why is there not transparent communication between the two of us? Why don't you feel safe? Like, why didn't, I don't feel safe now, right? And so there's something else bubbling up, that there's beliefs under there. I have a feeling with this particular point that there's this feeling of being the mother of the whole family, right? And having to mother everyone, which would be something related to childhood, something from teenage years, whatever it might be. And so having these transparent conversations so that there is a communication between the two people to resolve it, clear it, get some transparency happening. Both people have a transformation through the process, recognize that they love each other, and that yes, that this is what I could have done instead, and next time I will, and both fall in love again, and all the beautiful things, and then have a new set point that, okay, this is the way I'm going to be from now on. This is my behavior. This is the actions that I'll take. And so you're actually creating a change. You're changing your beliefs, you're changing the emotion, you're changing the frequency of the body, you're having a connection with another person, transparency, vulnerability, all of those things, and there's this new fresh energy to create from. So a new set point, right? So I haven't been checking the time. It is past 7 minutes. So those things are what transforms us. And so when we are looking at life and something bowls us over, they're those moments that we stop, we pause, and we go, what's going on here for me? There's a vibration within me that needs to be shifted if I'm experiencing this. So when you experience something that you don't want to experience, it's an opportunity for you to become more and more of who you are. And that means shifting those lower vibrations that no longer serve you, that are old patterns from your childhood, which we've all got stuck in our DNA. Those things, you want to be able to clear them and transform them so that you are becoming lighter, more connected to your pure spirit, more in alignment with who you are. And that new set point gives you a new vibration, and off you go in Wonderland, right? There you go. That was definitely more than 7 minutes. I will have to try and shorten that down. So I would love for you to put in the chat what you got from this. What are some of the beliefs that you can shift and change that no longer serve you? Throw that into the chat as well, because that might support others that are going through the same thing. Put hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. That would be awesome. This is the first time I've done this with my blinds up, and I don't think that the lighting's very good in here, but I'll change it for next time. If this is something that really, got some value out of, there's definitely different layers in this, and I've just really skimmed the surface, but this is the way you shift and transform your life. If this is something that you got some value out of, one of the things that would really benefit and support you with the communication is Awaken the Lioness Immersion, which is my 12-week course, and it's a self-paced. We've got, fortnightly coaching calls, but it's 12 modules, more than 12 modules, but it's really looking at where your energy is, communication styles, personality types, and really building you up so that you are self-led, self-authority in your own environment. It's all about self-awareness, right? If that's something that you'd be interested in, throw some pause or a line or something in the thread, or just say yes please if that's too much for you, and we will get the link for you so that you can join in and be part of that process. Hope that helped. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.